morning, Chamber members. Welcome to Monday Minute for Monday, May the 15th, 2023. Several items for you today coming out of Mother's Day this past weekend. And of course, it is Women Entrepreneurs Week this week from the 14th to the 20th. So there's a couple of stories for you on women entrepreneurs, and in particular, the Canadian Chamber talks about policy matters, women in the economy in Canada, and how important it is that we take advantage, or not advantage, but get everybody's full participation in the economy going forward for prosperity and for the Canada that we all want. So there's some great information there. And as well, the Government of Saskatchewan released an article, Women Leading Change in Saskatchewan Business, and talked about the landscape of business in Saskatchewan. There's lots of links there and some information for people. The Startup Institute, different ways that they can connect. And of course, many of you know we have some long-standing and just very successful and wonderful women entrepreneurs in our community. Della McNally, of course, at Mark's Work Warehouse comes to mind. But we know Kayla Peterson, our board chair this year, Glenda Rye, Pamela, Connor, Cassandra Germside, just all members on our board. And there's many others. I could go on, I'm sure, for a multi-hour show describing the benefits to our community of these strong women entrepreneurs and people doing great work in our community. But I leave those articles for you to read. As well, the federal government announced on Friday that they were living up to a promise that they made, and they are going to return approximately $174 million of pollution pricing proceeds through the Future Electricity Fund, providing them back to Saskatchewan. And it'll go through SaskPower, and there will be 3 specific types of projects that it will fund, all related to the electricity infrastructure, smart meter deployment in the municipalities, the Distribution Rural Rebuild and Improvement Program for rural electrification and distribution infrastructure there. And as well, they have a project that will improve the reliability and resilience of the network at the E.B. Campbell Unit 1 to 6 Life Extension Project. So some key items announced by the government on Friday related to our power grid. So that's a positive news story. And this last week, there were a couple of news stories, both outlets, the Battlefords Now and Sask Today, both covered City Council meeting on Monday last, where Council decided to, with the additional municipal revenue sharing money that came forward this year from the provincial government, to decrease, if you will, or to make a smaller tax increase for us, but to decrease the tax increase from 5.99% to 5.34%. And while it's a small change, the recognition that people are, facing higher energy and gas prices and food prices and business costs and wages and all of those things, while there were some projects they decided to move forward with, the fact that they've lessened the increase for everybody, I thought was a really positive thing, and certainly was heartened to hear that news. And I'm sure all of you will be as well when those tax bills come out at the end of the month. So I provide those articles for you to read in case you have any questions on that. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Of course, we're still wishing the North Stars great success at the Centennial Cup in Portage La Prairie. Go Stars, go. And we will see you all again next week. Have a great long weekend and enjoy, I hope, the great weather.